Good evening on this Wednesday, June 27th. This is the latest look at the tropics. And as of the latest tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center, we are now dealing with the remnants of Tropical Storm Debby. It is now extratropical and moving away from the United States, so we're no longer concerned about this storm. And also we have an early season tropical wave that is somewhat organized out here in the central Atlantic. It is a bit early for development out here, but it can happen every so often, and the Hurricane Center does give this feature a 10% chance of development. This is the latest surface analysis of the Atlantic Basin, and you can see that the tropical wave is still embedded within the intertropical convergence zone, and the lowest pressure is only 1013 millibars, which is relatively high. Other than that, there's really not much to speak of in the Atlantic Basin, except for a tropical wave nearing Jamaica, but conditions in the Caribbean are currently unfavorable, and there's really nothing to speak of in the Eastern Pacific, and this is being confirmed by the latest Eastern Pacific outlook. The latest satellite shows the remnants of Debby merging with a frontal-like feature, and so therefore that is the reason why the Hurricane Center is no longer issuing advisories. And here comes the tropical wave moving westward. Convection is very limited, and that is the result of the abundance of dry air that we see on the water vapor imagery. In terms of the wind shear, it's really not so bad across the central Atlantic, but as the system continues to move toward the Caribbean, the wind shear values should remain high out there. So the prospects for tropical development in the Atlantic Basin appear fairly slim over the next 7 days, but this is the only feature out there in the tropics at the moment, so we will continue to monitor it. And what you're currently looking at is the 6-day forecast from the CMC model. And by 144 hours, it does maintain the low-level vorticity max associated with the wave as it makes its approach toward Hispaniola and Jamaica, but all of the other dynamical model guidance quickly loses this feature once it moves into the central Caribbean. So as of right now, the prospects for development are very low. So that sums up your tropical weather update from us here at 28storms.com and the Hurricane Tracker app. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for more updates on the tropics, including breaking weather coverage from across the United States.